Hi, I'm Anne.
And I'm Adam. Welcome
to
to
Daily English
Podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. I am so happy to be here with you again, friends.
Hi, Anne. Hi, everyone. Well, today I want to start the podcast with a question for you and for our listeners. Next Saturday, I have an important family event. It is a formal party. And I have been thinking a lot about what clothes to wear. Can we make today's episode about how to buy clothes? That way you could advise me on what to choose.
What a great topic, Adam. You are totally right. To continue with our last episode where we talked about the seasons and the weather, today we can give a complete guide on how to go shopping. Going shopping is a very common situation, especially when you travel or go to a large mall. What do you think if we dedicate today's podcast to explaining how to buy clothes, how to ask for sizes, and learn a lot of useful vocabulary?
That sounds like a fantastic idea, Anne. That way we help our friends prepare for when they need to go to a real store.
Great! Clothing shopping means visiting stores to look at, search for, and buy clothes or accessories. It is a perfect topic to learn new vocabulary. Right, Adam?
That's right, Anne. When a person goes to a store, the first thing they should know is how to interact with the shop assistant. A shop assistant is the person who works in the place, welcomes you, greets you, and helps you find the clothes or sizes you need.
Exactly. Normally, an employee will come to you and say very politely, "Hello, how can I help you today?" Or, "Are you looking for something specific?"
And if you, as a customer, just want to look around the store calmly, enjoy the space, and don't have the pressure to buy immediately, you can answer politely, "I'm just browsing, thank you." To browse means to observe the items quietly without a specific plan to buy them right away.
That is a survival phrase that everyone should write down. Now, let's imagine we walk into a large store. Usually, there are different sections depending on what you are looking for.
It's true. If you are looking for clothes for a serious event, you should go to the formal section. There, it is very common to look for a blazer. A blazer is a type of jacket that looks like part of a formal suit, but it is a bit more casual and combines with many styles.
A blazer is always an excellent option. But the real secret when buying is finding your size. Size is the measure of how big or small a piece of clothing is. In clothing, sizes are usually small, medium, large, or extra large. Adam, on a normal day, what size do you look for?
I usually look for a medium size, but sometimes these jackets run very small, so it is better to ask for a large size.
To ask for a size, they can use very simple phrases like, "Excuse me, do you have this blazer in a size medium?" Or, "Do you have a larger size, please?" It is very simple.
Excellent advice. And what other formal accessories can be found in that section?
Well, men usually look for a tie. A tie is a long piece of fabric worn around the neck, under the shirt collar, and tied with a knot at the front. It is also very common to look for a belt. A belt is a strip of leather or strong material worn around the waist to hold pants up.
Very well. And when you select the blazer or pants in the store, you are not going to pay immediately. First, you must go to the fitting room.
A fitting room is that small and private room in a clothing store where you can put on clothes to see if they fit you well and if you like how they look before spending your money.
Yes, the fitting room is essential. Sometimes you are inside and you realize that the clothes are too tight or too loose, and you have to ask the employee from inside to bring you another size.
That's true. And while people check the clothes, they can also look at the small accessories section, like watches. A watch is a small clock that you wear on your wrist to check the time, and it works great as an elegant detail.
Definitely. Now, let's talk about the women's section, which also has many interesting options that we didn't mention in the weather episode. For example, formal dresses and informal dresses.
Yes, a formal dress is an elegant, long, or sophisticated piece of clothing used for weddings or important parties. On the other hand, an informal or casual dress is a simple, light, and comfortable dress used on a normal day to walk or go out with friends.
There are also accessories like necklaces, right?
I love them. A necklace is a piece of jewelry, like a metal chain with stones or decorations, that women wear around their neck to give style to their clothes.
That's a great fact. And what about the short skirts that are seen a lot in stores during the hot months?
Those are known as mini skirts. A mini skirt is a very short skirt that ends well above the knees. They are very popular in warm climates and are often worn with tops. A top is a general word for any piece of clothing that covers the upper part of the body, like a short shirt, a light blouse, or a sleeveless t-shirt.
It's amazing how many useful words exist for shopping. Guys, do you prefer to buy formal clothes for special events, or do you prefer a more casual and informal style? Tell us in the comments.
Yes, we want to know your answers. Leave your comments below. And remember, if you like this peaceful space to learn English with us from home, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and share it. Your support helps us keep creating more chapters.
That's right. Please subscribe. And how do we ask a shop assistant where a specific item is?
We can tell them, "Excuse me, can you tell me where the men's pants section is?" Or, "Where can I find the kids section?"
It is very useful to know where each section is so we don't waste so much time trying to find our way around.
Yes, like on your last visit to the supermarket.
Yes. And, well, Anne, after we choose the clothes, check the sizes, and use the fitting room, the final moment of the visit to the store arrives, going to the cash register.
Exactly. The cash register is the specific place in the store where you take the items you decided to buy. There, the employee scans the tags and you can pay with cash or with your credit card. It's the perfect place to mentally review our vocabulary while you wait in line.
Excellent idea. Let's review the new words that we learned conceptually today so our friends can take notes.
Clothing shopping. Visiting stores with the purpose of looking at, searching for, and buying clothes or accessories.
Shop assistant. The person who works in the establishment and helps customers find what they need.
To browse. Observing the items of a place calmly and without the obligation to buy at that moment.
Blazer. An elegant jacket that looks like part of a suit but is used more casually.
Size. The measure of a piece of clothing to know if it is small, medium, or large.
Tie. A long strip of fabric tied with a knot at the front of the neck, used in serious events.
Belt. A strip of leather or material that fits around the waist to hold pants up.
Fitting room. A small and private room inside the store to put on clothes before buying them.
Watch. A small clock worn on the wrist to know the time.
Formal dress. Elegant and sophisticated clothing for special parties or important celebrations.
Informal dress. A simple and comfortable piece of clothing to use in daily life.
Necklace. A chain or jewelry placed around the neck as decoration.
Miniskirt. A very short skirt that stays well above the knees.
Top. A general word to refer to any garment that covers the torso or the upper part of the body.
Cash register. The counter or place in the store where you pay for the selected products.
And that is our clothing and shopping vocabulary for today. Okay, Anne and I are going shopping, but don't forget to practice these words in your mind the next time you think about your outfit for the day or go to a shopping mall.
That's right, Adam. Enjoy the process calmly, guys. Remember that this will always be your peaceful space to improve your English naturally. Subscribe and share the video.
See you in the next episode to keep learning.
Take good care of yourselves and happy learning!
Goodbye.
Goodbye.